Buenos dias, Colombia. Retiring in Colombia can dramatically lower your overall cost of living. But most people underestimate what actually matters when they make this move. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the real cost, the visa requirements, and the city differences you need to consider and understand before making a move. I've spent years living internationally and extensive time on the ground in Colombia. So let's break this down clearly and realistically. First, let me explain why I started researching Colombia so deeply. Hello, my name is Stan. Many of you may know me or not know me as Nomadic Stan, which is my website and travel blog that I have created where I documented my travel and experiences living abroad over the past several years. In 2007, I got my first passport, and in 2017, it expired with nothing in it. So in 2017, I renewed it and vowed that I would become an international traveler beginning in 2018 in Vancouver, Canada. The Canada trip was just 3 days that I did for my birthday, and I was able to see plenty of the sites and also visit Victoria Island, if I'm remembering correctly. From there, I went to Europe and visited England, saw Stonehenge and the town of Bath. Oh, amazing. And from there, Amsterdam and Greece, Athens. Also, I had the privilege of going to one of the islands, Alanisos, for another adventure, and that was amazing. From there, I started my first real adventures into Latin America, starting with a 7-day cruise from San Pedro, California to the Mexican Riviera, which covered Puerto Vallarta, Cabo San Lucas, and Mazatlan. After that trip, I decided to fulfill a fantasy and headed for Costa Rica. Now that was interesting. I did 25 days. The first portion of the trip, I did a stem cell procedure, which is another story for another day. And that was my ticket into the country. But then I explored both sides of the country, the Caribbean side in Puerto Viejo, and then in San Jose, the middle of the tropical lush, and I finished up in Tamarindo on the Pacific side. Just 25 days. Never had done a solo trip like that, and it was amazing. From there, I decided to head back into Mexico, and I went back to Puerto Vallarta to spend a few more days, and also Cabo San Lucas, in addition to La Paz, Mexico. Then I began exploring the more central portion of Mexico in Guanajuato, San Miguel de Allende, Lake Chapala, and Ajijic, to name a few. And it was there that I started getting the idea in my head about possibly living abroad and relocating. Eventually, that path led me to South America, and literally I was just throwing darts on the wall. Not literally, but I landed on Ecuador, did my background investigation. I had never heard much about Ecuador other than seeing a lady or two on the Miss Universe contest, and did my research, found the sites, and ended up in Guayaquil and Cuenca. were two of the towns I visited, and the history, the tradition, the culture was just amazing. Next on the dartboard came Colombia. Once again, I didn't know much of anything, and I used old trusty Google to check the top cities to visit in Colombia, and the short list was Bogota, Cali, Cartagena, and Medellín. And the last one sounded good. And Medellín in particular had the nickname of the city of eternal spring. And being from Los Angeles and living in San Diego, the city of eternal spring sounded pretty nice. And the airport was cheaper to fly into. So that was the choice that I made. I have to admit that I don't like to have a lot of expectations, but the city of eternal spring sounded great, and so this place had a little bit of pressure on it. Honestly, from the time that I landed, everything was starting to click. My ride from the airport was about 30 minutes from the city, and the ride in was just beautiful, lush. The climate, the infrastructure, the energy of the city, and the lifestyle balance all stood out. I stayed in two of the more popular areas, El Poblado and La Reles, and I was immediately started to realize that Colombia deserved a more focused conversation in regards to relocating there, and especially for retirees looking for something sustainable long term. So with the experience that I've had with my website, nomadicstand.com, I came up with another idea to build colombiavibe.com, and that's built to help people think through the decision of making a move to Colombia and to make it strategically and not emotionally. That first trip, I've been able to visit other cities, Bogota, Santa Marta, Cartagena again, the island of San Andres, Cucuta, and Bucaramanga, amongst other cities. And what started as exploration turned into extended stays, deeper research, and real conversations with locals, expats, and finding out more about what it takes to live here successfully. Colombia Vibe is a platform that's focused specifically on retiring and relocating in Colombia, because this isn't just about travel. It's about making a long-term life decision. Let's start with the number everyone wants to know. Over the last several years, Colombia has become one of the most attractive retirement destinations in Latin America. People are discovering that it offers a combination of affordability, modern infrastructure, excellent health care, and a lifestyle that is difficult to match in many parts of the United States or Europe. Another major advantage is climate. Many cities in Colombia sit at higher elevations, which means you get what locals call eternal spring weather. Cities like Medellín and Bucaramanga have comfortable temperatures year-round without the extremes of hot summers or cold winters. In addition to lifestyle benefits, Colombia also offers relatively accessible residency options for retirees through the pensionado visa. If you have a qualifying pension or retirement income, the process can be much more straightforward than many people expect. One of the biggest questions people have when considering Colombia is housing. The good news is that compared to many cities in North America, Housing here can be significantly more affordable. In Medellín, which is one of the most popular cities for expats and retirees, a modern 1 or 2 bedroom apartment in a good neighborhood like El Poblado or La Reles can range from anywhere about $500 up to $1,200 per month, depending on the building, amenities, and location. Bucaramanga is another excellent option that many people overlook. It offers a very comfortable climate and lower overall living costs. In good neighborhoods there, you can often find apartments ranging from roughly $400 to $800 per month. And Cartagena and Santa Marta are coastal cities that attract people who prefer beach living. Cartagena tends to be more expensive due to tourism, while Santa Marta can offer more affordable options with ocean views. The key point is that Colombia offers a wide range of housing options depending on the city and the lifestyle you want. Another major factor for retirees is healthcare, and this is actually one of Colombia's strongest advantages. Colombia has a well-developed healthcare system, and many private hospitals in major cities are internationally accredited. Cities like Medellín, Bogota, and Bucaramanga have excellent private clinics with modern equipment and highly trained doctors. The cost of healthcare is also significantly lower than in the United States. Many retirees choose to purchase private health insurance plans that can range anywhere from around $100 to $300 per month, depending on age and coverage. Even paying out of pocket for many services is often surprisingly affordable. Routine doctor visits, specialist appointments, and even dental procedures are typically a fraction of what people are used to paying in the U.S. Because of this combination of quality and affordability, Colombia has become a top destination for medical tourism. Another of the reasons Colombia is appealing to retirees is the pensionado visa. This visa is specifically designed for people who receive a stable retirement income such as Social Security or a pension. To qualify, you generally need to show proof of a monthly pension income that meets the minimum requirements set by the Colombian government. As of recent guidelines, that amount is roughly equivalent to about $1,000 per month. The visa is renewable and allows you to legally reside in Colombia while enjoying the benefits of living here long term. Over time, maintaining residency can also create a pathway toward permanent residency if someone decides to stay permanently. Of course, every situation is different, and the exact documentation requirements can change. So it's important to research the current visa requirements and rules, or speak to a qualified professional who can assist with the process. When people begin looking at Colombia seriously, the next big question is which city might be the best fit. Medellín is often the first city many people consider. It offers modern infrastructure, a large international community, excellent health care, and a comfortable climate year-round. Cartagena attracts retirees who want a historic coastal city with Caribbean culture and ocean views. It has a unique atmosphere, though it can be more expensive and tourist-driven. Santa Marta is another coastal option that tends to be quieter and more affordable than Cartagena. It also offers access to beautiful beaches and natural parks. And then there are cities like Bucaramanga and areas in the coffee region that provide a slower pace of life with lower living costs while still offering good services and quality of life. So, what does it actually cost to retire in Colombia? For many retirees, a comfortable monthly lifestyle can fall between $1,500 and $2,500 per month, depending on the city and lifestyle choices. Housing might range between $500 and $1,200. Private health care could fall between $100 and $300 per month. Food, dining, and transportation are generally very affordable compared to the United States. Of course, lifestyle plays a big role. Some people prefer luxury apartments, frequent travel, and upscale dining, while others prefer a simpler lifestyle. But overall, Colombia offers the possibility of maintaining a comfortable and active retirement lifestyle at a significantly lower price or cost than many people are used to. So again, every situation is different. The best city, the cost of living, and even the visa strategy can vary and depending on your retirement income and lifestyle goals. So again, that's actually one of the reasons I created my relocation strategy sessions through colombiavibe.com to help people think through all of these decisions with clarity before making the move. So if you're seriously exploring retirement or relocation in Colombia, take a look at colombiavibe.com, where I break down cities, cost of living, visas, and relocation planning in much more detail. And if this video was helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because in the next few videos I'll be diving deeper into the best cities to live in Colombia, the real cost of living in 2026 from my own examples, and what life here is actually like day to day. If you're thinking about retiring in Colombia, then make sure you check out colombiavibe.com, where I share guides and relocation planning resources. And subscribe to the channel, because in the next videos I'll be breaking down the best cities to live in Colombia, the real cost of living, and what you should know before making any kind of move here. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace and love.